All right, today's episode is Chaos Tray 242. We're going to work through the tactics, the team, the toppings, and the treasures, as we always do here in all of our guides for you. Down below, you'll find the timestamps as we do that in today's episode. Please feel free to ask me a question, shout out a comment, or feel free to come swing by the Discord server and say hello. On top of that, thank you for all your support as always. With that, let's go ahead and get moving into Chaos Tray 242, and we certainly want to take advantage, PSA, on the special stuff going on right now. So a couple things here. Right now we can't use charge cookies, healing cookies, or bomber cookies, so most of your healing is going to have to come out of the support cookies. We've got a lot of support cookies in order to do that. Charge cookies generally provide a good blend between defense and attack, a lot of pushback in there as well, and just some big baddies like Schwarzwalder. On top of that, we lose bomber cookies, so this means access to Sea Fairy right now. Again, opportunity for a ally effect or rally effect, which we are going to try and take advantage here with Black Pearl. Now, when it comes to the enemies here are really a bunch of waves of Choco warriors and Boomerang warriors. Now, the thing with the Boomerang warriors I got to be careful about, they can pick off things in the back. Because they're in the back, they can also deal a lot of fast damage to some of the stuff that you may have in the front line. So ideally, this strategy involves more of an AoE effect, more of a go wide strategy. When we get to the end, we'll take a look at how many are in the lane for us, because that may shift our strategy if we can't get through on this run. So that's always a call out there for us. The strategy that we're going to run the first time here is more of a damage dealer focused strategy. So we're going to run 3 attack cookies really here, magic dealers and Black Pearl, giving us access to ally. Like I said, these two do a lot of great damage and AoE damage between these and this team. Our strategy of pushback with Hollyberry, an additional defense and a tanker, and then on top of that, a healing over time. So we're not going to focus on one big heal to keep Hollyberry alive. We may switch again as another opportunity and strategy for this particular tray. However, we are going to run with Cotton because we can get the stun in. We can get a bunch of wide lambs to go in there and what I call handle the zoo, which is a strategy that we love here on the channel as well. So that is exactly where we're at. So let's go ahead and look at the treasures. Treasures were focused on attack. Old Pilgrims, Squishy Jelly Watch, Dream Conductor's Whistle. Lots of things that you can swap out there, but mine are not as high. You can certainly go with Disciples, and you can certainly go with Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch as some alternatives there. Many of you always like using Librarians and Enchanted Robes too, just for faster attacking cookies and those kinds of things. Lastly, toppings. We have defense here with 5 Solid Almond. We got 5 Solid Almond, more defense actually. We could switch to attack, something that we'll consider, but for now we'll keep it this way. And Resonant toppings. Here we're not on Resonant. I highly recommend Resonant. However, we are on 5 Chocolate Chip. We're on Chocolate Chip here for cooldown as well for Black Pearl. Again, taking advantage of Rally. And then lastly here, Chocolate Chip for cooldown as well for Cotton. Now, I do have a lot more detailed guides here on the channel. I highly encourage you to check those out, particularly for our cookies of toppings of choice, and walk through some of those strategies as well. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to run Chaos Tray 242. Like I said, if we don't get through this, we will iterate for you, because that is one of the things I like doing. So as you can see, lots of damage in the front there right away. One of the keys that we do want to do is make sure 2 things. One, we can continue to push back. We're a little bit early there. I personally love if we can make it happen, make these things auto. So here we are on to the last line. We're sitting pretty good, and we are good, my friends. So that strategy certainly works. So again, what you're doing is you're pushing back with your damage dealers. You got the AoE effect going on. You can time some of Cotton's hits, and you can also preset some of those attacks as you're moving in the next wave to really offset your strategy there, and how you're dealing the damage to those waves, ultimately to overcome, just like I did for Chaos Tray 242. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look back here at the team and conclude today's episode. So again, we gave you the 4 T's, the tactics, the team, the treasures, the toppings, and gave you the team, like I said, and that breakdown of some of the strategy and the whys and the hows to make this happen for you here today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you got a question, if you got a comment, do let me know, because I love to hear from you. Does this work? What other teams are you using? Those kinds of things. And come swing by the Discord server and say hello. We got a lot of great ways to stay connected down below. Appreciate your support as always. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here. I hope you enjoy Chaos Tray 242 as much as I have with you here today. All right, until next time, we'll see you soon. Mythras out of here.